So this video is going to be a little bit different from what I usually put out, but if you enjoyed this, then I might make more of them. This is a story time on how I got scammed by a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers at the time. So a little bit of background information. The YouTuber in question is called bonelesstv. At the time he had around 800 to 900,000 subs, and he made fairly questionable content. Fortnite girlfriend cheats on boyfriend. The Illuminati tried to recruit me. Fortnite. Scammer tried selling me a fake Iron Man skin. Fortnite. So as you can tell, these are quite clickbait, to be honest. And I mean, he got views. Like, some of these are on millions of views. So anyway, I ended up following him on Instagram, where he has around 60,000 followers. It was the 24th of August, 2020, and he DM'd me, and I'll read it out for you. So, yo, you're really talented, how much do you charge? At the time, I hadn't done any commissions or anything like that, so I said, no, I haven't charged for anything yet, so I haven't really thought about it. He said, oh yeah, I'd be interested in you making something for his girlfriend for her birthday, and so I was like, you know, that sounds kind of cool, and agreed to it. Then he said he would pay me like $250, which is quite a lot, especially considering the quality of my art at the time. So I was like, yeah, that sounds cool, and asked him if he had any reference pictures or anything, because he only has like 5 pictures of him on his Instagram. So then I told him that I could send him a rough sketch of it and ask what he thought. So after a little while, I sent him one and he gave a few critiques. So about 2 weeks later, I managed to get him the finished one. And in case you don't know, I actually made a YouTube video about this about the time as well, because I mean, it was a big thing, you know. So I sent it to him. Now, it wasn't the most high quality image or anything like that. You could still see some of the edges of the paper and like the flash of my camera. And at the time I was planning on like sending it to him. So I asked him where I should send it to. And looking back on it now, the artwork that I gave him is not worth anywhere near $250 whatsoever. And so I just asked him to get back to me when he can. It's around September 18th now, so it's getting closer to the 23rd, which was her birthday, in case I didn't say that earlier, did I? But yeah, I just said, hey, I gotta send it to you as soon as possible, because, you know, he lives in America. So he gets back to me. It was 2 in the morning for me, so I couldn't reply until later on. And so I was like, yeah, I've got it done. Where should I send it to? He liked it off. So I sent it again a few hours later. He liked it off again. A day later, I sent it again, no reply. And so I sent him quite a few messages after that. I probably shouldn't have done this, but I sent quite a few messages. He didn't reply to any of them. I put it in my story. He still didn't reply. He has seen all of these messages so far, but he hasn't replied, liked it, or anything like that. So the 24th, he messaged me again and said, oh, hi, sorry about that. I had a busy weekend. So this weekend must have lasted a whole 4 days. Yeah, so in total now, it's been about 3 weeks, and we've not got anywhere in this. And so I was like, yeah, it's alright. Where do you want me to post it to? It would take up to 7 days. I'd like to send it as soon as possible because it's already late. And so I sent him a message again about a week later because he hadn't replied. A couple of days later, and I carried on asking him again for the rest of October until the 2nd of November, when he said yo again at 4 in the morning. So I couldn't reply to him again. And so later I asked him how it was going in January. So this is like 4 months late now at this point. He still hasn't got back to me about anything, and he'd reached 1 million subs at this point, so I congratulated him, and then I kept hitting him up again and again. So now it's 20th of March, like half a year late now, and I said, yo, I know I did it a while ago, and I feel like I could redo it and do it better. So I've been experimenting a little bit with like different styles and stuff, so I told him that I thought that this would fit it a lot better because my normal style is not very romantic, I guess you could say. So I sent him a couple of pieces here for him to look at, and he didn't get back to me. So a couple of days later I asked him, what do you think about it? Should I redo it? No reply. 28th of March, so A week later, I asked him again, so should I do something like that instead? 7th of April, so we're, what, like seven months late at this point? Look man, I don't want this to take any longer than it already has. If you actually want me to do this, then get back to me, and if they're not getting through, then I could carry on with your alt account, which is his other account, which I managed to find. So I messaged him on that. He hasn't seen it at all, so I don't think he's been on this account in a while, so I mean that's kind of understandable. And at this point I decided to message his brother. He followed me like a week after Boneless first contacted me, so I was like, why not give it a shot, you know. He was replying to some of my stories, stuff like that. So this was around May, end of May, so I was like, hey, are you Boneless's brother, right? And so he said yes. And then I say, so he asked me for a commission back in September, and he's left me on red since then, so I was wondering if you could hit him up for me. And I was thinking, you know, because he was his brother, he might be able to do that. And a couple of days later, so did he get back about it? Still left me on red. June, I asked him again. Hi, and 13th of July, and I've been left on red. So this has been going on for almost a year now, like 11 months. He still made no effort to get this to him. I'm guessing what he did was he either A, he was a bit disappointed and didn't think it was worth it, which he could have just told me and I would have redone it 100%, because I wasn't 100% happy with it either. But because we were on like a tight time, I had like a couple weeks to do it, and I was doing YouTube as well at the time, so I couldn't have got it to the standard that I would have liked it. So if he had just told me that he wasn't happy with it, that would have been great. It's either that he used the pictures that I sent him for free and then just ghosted me after that. Well, I probably should have watermarked it or something like that. Despite the image, like, the quality wasn't great, and it wasn't a proper, like, scanned copy or anything like that. So I doubt he would have done that, but it's not out of the question that he could have. I don't think his girlfriend would have been very happy with him giving her a terrible quality picture of a drawing that he basically stole from me. Or he was just playing and didn't actually want it. So I'm not exactly sure what's happened here, but it's obvious that he's just not interested, or he's played me somehow and this has all gone wrong. But I would like to hear your guys' opinion. If you leave a comment down below, that'll be great. But also, don't send any hate whatsoever over to him. He really doesn't need that. I mean, he did steal from me. But yeah, don't send much hate to him. It's really unnecessary. But I just like to tell you to, if you are an artist doing a commission for someone like this, then make sure to definitely watermark your art, anything like that, drawing like progress pictures, until they pay you, because otherwise you very well could get scammed or anything like that. Now, it's not a big deal for me. I've moved on from it. It's been a year. He's definitely not gonna like get back to me or anything. But I found it a bit weird how his brother, like, ever since I brought it up, he's just not spoken to me whatsoever, which is pretty unusual because he'd usually like reply to a story or something. So yeah, so that does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the new kind of content. I'm not going to be permanently switching to this or anything like that. This is just a one-off because I wanted to talk about this situation. However, if you do like it, then I might do more videos in the future like this. I do have a few pretty interesting stories that I'd like to talk about. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like. Thank you all for 300 subscribers. There will be a video for that coming out later this week. If you have any ideas, then make sure to drop them in a comment down below or in the Discord, link in the description, and I will make sure to include that in the video. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.